What is a good amount of money to spend on a first date? A lot of girls feel like I gotta spend a minimum $300 to be with them. I'm like,
300 what?
$300.
American dollars?
Dollars.
Please. On who? On the first date?
Yo, Chad.
For what?
You're considered a high value man. So ladies, this is
High value?
this. You got money?
I think high value is based on stream of income, revenue, but I am extremely cheap and financially conscious, so I don't consider myself a high value man.
And you have a lot of money.
Yes. Yes, and I'm going to save it, which is why a $300 date ain't never happening. Because what am I paying for actually? If I'm at wit's end and I need help and I'm with you and you need a $300 date, can she save me? Can she help me? Is she an asset or is she a liability? Because anybody need a $300 date off rip is nothing but a liability. I mean, it is. Let's call a spade a spade.
I'm with you.
The women that want $300 dates, there are men out there that are going to continue to take them on them. That's why the women can always say, I'm not doing nothing but $300 a date. Because there are men that will spend $300 to reach their end goal. We know what the end goal is.
I went on a second date last night with a man who spent about $500 on the date, but I woke up this morning thinking only about all the red flags that I saw throughout the course of the night. Here is what they are. The first one was the fact that when I told him that my middle name is my grandmother's first name and that perhaps when the inevitable time comes that she passes, I intended to get her name tattooed on top of my heart. He explained to me that there was no sense putting bumper stickers on a Bentley. When I asked him what he meant by this, it took a while, but he finally revealed that he thinks that women having tattoos is masculine. The second red flag that I noticed was that he kept talking about people with substance abuse issues. I have a brother that passed away in 2020 from an opioid overdose, so I don't really do well with those kinds of jokes. That's not information that he knows because we're not really there yet. But the fact that he kept discussing crackheads and what they do in the downtown core of Toronto was a huge red flag for me. And lastly, he kept talking about my perfect complexion. When I asked him to unpack this, he said, I guess I'm a little bit racist, and then went on to say that he just wasn't that into dark-skinned women. Now, given that this is only our second date, I'm not looking for much. As a matter of fact, I'm not looking for anything. But I do go into every single date with a very clear understanding of what works for me and what doesn't. And so long as you have that as a reference point in the back of your head somewhere, they will reveal themselves to you every single time. All you have to do is listen. So despite the fact that it began as a very wonderful date and he came and he brought me a dozen roses and $500 is a lot to spend on a second date, the only thing I'm really left with is the impression that he is a little pretentious, a little elitist, and a bit racist. He seems to have a lack of empathy for people who have substance abuse issues. He seems to be assigning gender roles to the very archaic practice of tattoos. And just as he said, I don't know that he's a racist, but I can say with absolute certainty that he is colorist. So this is just a reminder, go on your dates, keep a very clear idea of the type of person that you like and what you want that character to show up as. And if it's anything short of what you've got in your mind, then snippety-bippity-boo.
You know, people may think I'm gonna say a lot of bad things about this video, but not really. I wanted to more use this video as a teaching kind of experience, where I believe most men to all men should not be spending a lot on a date. A date is basically used to further get to know a person. Now, it was a second date, so it's a little bit surprising she didn't get to know him as well as she should have, right? Like, I don't know, more of his preferences, that he doesn't like women with tattoos. He likes lighter skin complexion women. I mean, those kind of things you should get to know in the beginning, like first date or the initial phone calls and text and messages. You should do that already. This is what I'm saying, where if you, I've always felt it that women should be very strict with their time. I mean, like, once you go on a date with someone, you gotta have already attraction to him. You gotta, like, oh, I like this guy. I wanna see if the physical, the in-person attraction is there. Now, once the first date is done, usually like, oh yeah, I really like this guy. I could see a future with him, which would be the second date. Because then you're wasting time if like, I don't know if I like him first date. I still don't know if I like him second date. Then you're wasting your time because you gotta think a date, depending on, you know, I'm low, maybe I'm lowballing, right? One date a month. You still talking to the person, you know, phone calls, texts. The next month another date. So about two months. That's what I'm guessing. So that's how I'm framing my timeline. So this is not where I don't think we should waste our time. We should be using it wisely, right? Each date is like, just helps us really, it enforces that we already like the person because, you know, we're spending time, texts, calling, any kind of, any other forms of messaging, right? Where you're still getting to know the person. You still really, you got to ask questions quick, right? I ask a lot of questions, get to know the person really well. I mean, it's like, sometimes I know women they just want it to flow naturally, right? So, you know, take the time, let the conversations, if it pops up, like, just like this one, right? If it popped up that, okay, now she knows that this man doesn't like tattoos. She should have, I don't know, maybe known it already. Or, you know, like he doesn't like, he likes lighter skinned women, right? Ask him what type of women he likes, things like that, right? But no, women just want, or people just want to get to know a person naturally, so it takes over time. But you are technically just wasting your time. Because let's say after 4 dates, right? Maybe that's 3-4 months, right? That's when she knows that, oh wait, he doesn't like a woman with a tattoo, or he doesn't like he only likes lighter skinned women. Okay, well, you just wasted about 4 months on this man. But technically, okay, I mean, lighter skin, she's light skinned. It's not like she's dark skinned. So it's weird that that's something that she cares about, but whatever. Tattoo things, like, okay, it's not the worst thing either, because I'm not crazy about women having tattoos. It's not like a hard no, but I'm not crazy about it either. I'm more saying again is that men should not make that huge commitment in the sense that the money, because men are always paying for dates. So now you just, let's say, hypothetical, he paid $500 the last date. Now he's paying $500 this date. So 2 dates, $1,000. Now she's not into him. So he's out of $1,000, and he's not dating her anymore. I mean, some men, that's nothing, but that is the problem, I believe, with men. That money can use to invest, to help build yourself for the person you will be with in the future. You think, oh yeah, I'm spending money, it's nothing, I'm not important. That's a terrible way of thinking. If money is so unimportant to you, then I think that's stupid. Because you're wasteful then. You're being wasteful and being idiotic about money. Because you should always use money wisely. You should be financially literate, financially, intelligent. And I think wasting money like that is stupid. So I say first date, second date should be something casual, like under 100, under 50 even, under 60, whatever. A drink date, coffee date, low cost meal, whatever. Because you using the date to get to know the person, for the person to get to know you, not to impress a person with how much money you're using, you're flashing, stuff like that. So I'm using it as a teaching.
You refused to pay for her friend's food.
Yes, I asked for separate bills. Why? Because I didn't invite your friends. Fucking you, not your friend. And your friend ate all the chicken and all the drink.
Why
No.
would you have my friend pay for her own shit?
She paid her own shit. I didn't invite her. Exactly. Pay for your own shit.
Bum shit, bro. You couldn't invite me out, you couldn't invite my own.
No, it don't work like that.
Yes,
It's
the
not
fucking
Saturday.
do.
It's
Yes,
not
the
fucking
fucking
Saturday.
do. Fuck, are you mad embarrassed? You just should have paid for all of our food.
For one, I'm not paying for everybody's food. It's your birthday, cool, but I'm not doing that. It's 18.
Why don't you gotta pay for all y'all food though?
You brought 18 friends. I'm finna leave you. You staying here with them or you coming with me? You are you?
Whoa, bro!
You said to me last week that you would pay for them.
This boyfriend refuses to pay for his partner's birthday meal.
Just can't afford it. Can't afford to take it all out as a group.
Are you joking?
No,
That's not what you said to me last week.
that's not what I thought we agreed on. I thought we agreed on me and you, and that was the thing.
Yeah, but that's on Thursday. That's next Thursday. We're going out today. It's my birthday today, and you said
Like I said, I'm not
that you're going to be paying for them.
It's not about to spend money at the moment.
Oh guys, stop arguing. It's your
It's
birthday, like.
unbelievable.
Should be getting this stressed
Not
out,
this
yeah.
last minute, honestly.
I'm not a sugar daddy. If you want a sugar daddy, go and find one. It is what it is, isn't it? I'm
There's
not
no
here
need
to
to
pay
say
for
that.
everything.
That's rude.
It's what it is, isn't it?
Like, are you
Just
joking?
trying to make a joke out of me in front of your friends. It's fucking.
I'm not
Well, the
trying to
joke
make
is probably your
out
bank
of you in
account
front
if
of
you
my
can't afford
friends.
it, though.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Why are
Same,
you
mate.
saying all this
Why should you
now?
have to?
I just don't show it up for your friends.
No, right.
That's clearly what it is.
I've just suddenly decided.
What's the issue? You said something that you pay. Like last week, this is the arrangement. Oh, you're just saying this last minute now. Do you know what I mean? It's one day that I want to have this, and I can't even do that.
Like I say, for
What do
you,
you mean
yes,
you're
sweet,
struggling?
but
You pay
for
for
your
your sister's
friends,
birthday.
it's
There's
fine,
10 of
isn't
them.
it? It's-
Oh, so we can pay for his sister, we can't pay
You
for
know
his
what?
birthday.
You're an absolute joke. Because I'm so sorry about this. He's just an absolute joke.
You don't have to be sorry for anything,
Like,
I'm
they've
sorry.
actually travelled 1 hour to get
You're
here.
showing me up now in front of your friends.
I'm not
That's a
showing up
joke.
in front of
It's-
my
we're supposed to be in a
friends.
relationship,
You said to
aren't
me
we?
last
That's it.
week
Your
that
friends.
you would pay for them. You shouldn't have said it if you weren't going to do it.
You were that, you were
Just,
that, but I
as
can't
always, you
remember
never
saying
deliver,
that.
you never do anything for
Same
me.
as-
I've not
same
had a
as-
gift, I've not even had a card.
Like I said
Literally,
before,
your
I'm
attitude.
not
You didn't
sure
even give
that
her a
this-
card.
I'm
How
not sure
cheap
that
are
this-
you? You didn't even give me a
It's what it
card.
I feel like you should just leave, like.
Like, do you know what? I'm just
I'm
not in a good headspace right now, and you're just making it really worse.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Girls, I don't even feel like going out anymore. I'm so sorry. Like, we'll just do something at home because this guy is an absolute cheapskate.
Get in a lot of years. Got nothing to do, yes.
Yeah, well, that's really nice, isn't it? Especially on my birthday to tell me to get